Look. I'm right here and running it.
And this is okay. This is for dummies. Alright, I'm always talking about going and getting information and asking, going to the right sources. And some books can be beneficial. Some books can be a waste of time and a waste of your money. That is for sure. So let's see how these books pan out for this live stream. Alright. Right. This is Beginner's Guide, DIY and Home Repair. Essential DIY techniques for the first timer. Alright. It doesn't say for dummies, but it has that format. They don't want to insult anybody. Alright. I'm gonna put this back. This is just for display. Coloring kit, kind of cool. Anyways. Alright, now getting back to what we're here for. And this is the 5th edition. Alright, this looks like it could be pretty thorough. This looks like it could have possibilities and be beneficial. And here's a little sneak peek. Building a door. Oh, maybe this has some real value to it. Very possibly. And pretty good instructions. On page 402. Alright. So, let's see how this beginner DIYer is gonna, how beneficial is it? That's the question. Okay. He's giving it a thumbs up, but he's selling the book. Okay. This is introduction. Okay. What's in the book? Alright. After this eye surgery, my eye is a little blurry. And it's hard to make this out. This book. Starting point, okay, and then over here we have different tools. Alright. Drill and drill bits. Eco-friendly. Before you begin. Alright. Let's see here. Let me zoom in a bit. That might help if I can zoom. Alright, the door closers and the keys are in your hands. You are now finally in your dream home. Oh, your own home. Maybe elated. Alright, to despair. No, the home you bought is in almost perfect condition, right? Alright, let's get into the book. Enough with the boring stuff. Alright. Essential estimate. Not if you're doing it yourself, but you do need to figure and get a general cost depending on how much you're doing, what there is to do. You do want to tackle one room at a time, one project at a time. DIY hack. Place your phone in a clear plastic sandwich bag before you begin. This extra piece of protection will be worth its weight in gold. You'll receive a phone call while your fingers are covered in mud, drywall mud or something. Alright. DIY hack. Put your roller cover in a big plastic bag. Good idea. But why not just wash it off? Alright. Clean up. Clean is nice. Don't forget to clean yourself. Oh, are they serious? Do they think they're speaking to children? Eye protection. Paint bucket. Can't hurt with eye protection. I'm here to tell you, I just had eye surgery, torn retina. Okay. These old steam heaters. Okay, showing the water layout in a 2-3 story home. Alright, this is looking pretty basic here. No real hacks or tips really yet. Okay, showing you some here basic tools you might need. Hacksaw, jigsaw. Okay. Alright. I'm finding this boring so far. How about you? Okay. Alright, it's getting in just the different types of supplies and tools you may need depending on what it is you're doing. Alright, you got some concrete you need to chip or smooth out. Okay. I am not too impressed as of yet. Okay, it doesn't tell you exactly. Let's see, does it tell you how deep to go? I cut the wood first measurement. Alright, it's not telling us how deep. The 2 pieces you use along the edge, you mark the line that you are using a decorative fence. Cut on the correct side of the pencil line. You always want to cut to the side that you're not using. If you need this piece of wood right here, then you cut to the outer edge of your pencil line. Okay? So if this is your throwaway piece, this is the side of the line you cut on. You always cut to the outer edge of the piece you're going to throw away. Okay? Because if you cut over your line just a little bit, then your piece is going to be too short. Alright? So to ensure that your piece is going to be the right length and not too short, cut to the outside edge of the piece that you're going to throw away, like you see demonstrated here. Okay? Alright. And it'll save your line. Okay, showing doweling. That's a 3/4 inch dowel. That's standard for a good, strong, secure joint. And you split it, the length of your dowel, halfway per side. Alright, so measure your dowel. And then take the half of the dowel length. Let's say your dowel is 1.5 inches long. Drill in 3/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch. And then your dowel will be completely split in half, and it will be a nice secure joint. Okay, and you want to use glue always, and Tide Bond 2 or 3 is perfect. That will last for years and years and years, and it's waterproof and water resistant. All right, that's why I say 2 and 3. All right. Here, showing you the glue, the method for gluing. All right. Here's a hack. If you have a hole that's too big, you can take matchsticks and glue them in there. Or better yet, you take golfing tees, like for your doors and your screws for your door hinges. Golfing tees are the perfect size. And in most cases, you can use a golfing tee at least twice. Okay, you just put glue on it, pound it in the hole, take a chisel or a hammer and snap it off, and reuse it. Alright, talks about choosing your screws, screw sizes depending on what you're doing. Okay. Hot glue can be beneficial depending on what you're doing. I haven't used hot glue hardly at all. Showing just to clean it up. Alright. It's a lightweight shelf, and you can't put much weight on this because it will rip the drywall out. Okay, you have to be very careful that you've got plenty, that it's secured well behind the wall, depending on how you do it. Alright, now here's some brackets. Okay. Using a chain, that could be tricky. Okay, there's your cleat for your shelf. Alright, you could use that for your bathroom shelf or for your bathroom cabinet top if you're making a DIY bathroom cabinet. You're using a slab of wood and you want a live edge. This is a framing system you would want to use if you're using a slab of wood for a bathroom cabinet top with a live edge. Alright? That's called a cleat. Alright. Closet. They are doing looks like they're just doing a inconsistent pattern. Okay. I'm not too impressed with this. Not to wrap wallpaper around windows and doors. Door sticking. That's an old style door. Okay. I say put some WD-40 in there, some graphite in there. Alright. WD-40. This really doesn't show you much on replacing this lock at all. These are cheap. These are not worth your time or money. This is false safety right here. These old door locks. In your windows, you always want to paint from the top down when you paint a window. From the top down when you paint a window. Because you're always going to be dripping at the bottom. Okay? So you start at the top and paint down. Okay, you see how it's showing they started here at the top. Then come down the sides and do your window. And you see how that they have this window here, not at the top, they've got it down about a third of the way. And then this is all the way down. Then you can slide this one up, put this one down, and finish painting the window behind it. Okay? Doors again, start at the top, work your way down. Okay? And finish the door. Alright. How to fix clogged toilets. They give you a brief overview here. Sometimes you need a snake. Sometimes you plunge. And there's one you can just stick down in the toilet and you've got a handle and a crank on top that they're not showing you here. That most of the time is real efficient. But see, they're not showing you. It's your shower. I'm not too impressed with this basic beginner guide. Alright, there's the nippers for your tile. I say go rent or buy a wet tile saw. Okay, they give you basic. These nippers are just for nipping the edges. That's all they're for. Okay, now listen how to mix the grout. Let's see what they say. Small amount of the powder grout into a bucket and add water a little at a time. That's true. Mixing it together with a trowel until the grout is the consistency of a cake mix, or a little thicker, or thicker. A lot of times you want it more like a peanut butter consistency. Don't mix too much grout at once because otherwise it will set in the bucket. Add more water. If the grout begins to set, add a little more water before it sets up and stir it in, and you'll preserve it. It'll last longer that way. Yes, you don't want to mix too much grout, that's for sure. And that looks like thin. No, okay, never mind. And thin set, you want about like the mixture of peanut butter, grout, cake mix a little thicker. All right, but your thin set, you definitely want it to be more like peanut butter. Okay, I'm not real impressed with this book. Not real impressed. It's a cool chair. Set up right there. You got to do is see it to be able to make it. There's the table. Not a bad design. It's nice and secure though. Nice solid table there. I don't know who's in the chat, but if you comment, I'll know who's here. We're going to be looking at this one and this one. Those look promising. because this is kind of like a book for dummies, I was wondering how it would look like. You even have your little move around chicken coop. Let your chickens out and keep them contained, and you can place them where you want them to clean the ground, or where you got heavy amount of bugs you want to remove. Alright, that's slick. Okay. Alright. Not that impressed. I don't know if I'd buy this. Actually, I wouldn't buy it. Would not buy it. Alright, now this looks promising. Okay. I'm here at Barnes & Nobles. And I'm going to get a drink of my Starbucks coffee. A mint mocha. Good stuff. Alright. As I'm looking at this book, I would say this book is probably, just looking into it, this is on roofing. I'm liking this already, and I haven't even read anything just based on the pictures I'm seeing. This appears to be pretty thorough. It looks to be pretty thorough. This is one of those books that, with the exception to the rule that I say they're hard to find. I've spent $20-$30 on books. They give you a bunch of information that doesn't really help you. They don't really tell you anything. But I'm gonna show you. This is on roofing again, and I just opened up the book. So let me show you what I'm doing, what it looks like. All right. This is really going into the details of the process of roofing and what it takes. I would say that this would be a book to have, and I just opened it up like I'm saying. And they're really going out of their way to explain and show you the process. Okay. Alright. Your starters. This is your starter right here at the edge. And they're really going to a lot of trouble to explain to you what you're doing, why you're doing it, how to do it, what's right, what's not. And this is drip edge. Okay. That's your metal. That's your metal right there. And it shows you how you overlap it just by about 1/4 of an inch. Yeah, I would say this is really thorough. I mean, they are showing you doing a valley is really difficult when you don't know. And they are definitely explaining. A lot of information here. I would say this would be definitely a book I would buy. I just opened it up. Okay, they're showing you all these details. And book worth buying. Again. And this is having to do with copper pipe and bending it. I mean, amazing. But here they go into, all right, so they give you some information here, and shows you the brakes for bending it. Now this is all commercial, of course. Yeah, this is really thorough on roofing. Definitely very thorough. L metal. This is your L metal. Your flashing. All right. It goes up next to your roof. That's metal right there. All right. Very thorough. Very, very thorough. Definitely. I'm going through this backwards at the moment. Okay. Very thorough book. Okay, again, I'm going through it backwards. This is okay, who's the author of this book? Let's find out who the author is of this book. Here's in the chat. Okay. From the editors of Fine Home Building. Copyright 2017. All right, by Carl's Experience. There you go, right there. All right. All right, table of contents. In small print. This book is really, really well put together. Okay. Speed square is a must-have. Glasses are not a bad idea. Framing hammer. Alright, they're just going through different types of hammers. This is their introduction. Nails, types of nails, different usage. Really very, very thrilled. This introduction is very impressive. Different size of tips, different types of tips, torque tips, Phillips tips. Alright, number 1. This is a number 1 Phillips right here. A number 2. And then number 3. See how much finer the point is. This is the most common, the number 2. Number 1 is more commercial, industrial. Okay. Specialized tips there. Different types of pry bars. This is on your curve and angles on your saw blades, the types of different angles. This is more information than most people even think about. And it's the introduction. Very well. This is more of your common skill saw blade angle here, and it's telling you what it is. Alright. Down here, a different angle altogether. And for different types of cuts, depending on if it's finish work, rough, ripping work, whether you're cutting plywood, 2x4s, or you're cutting your trim, your finished like oak, maple. And again, they're getting into all of that right here again. Very, very thorough. And this is just the introduction at the beginning of the book. Okay. This book is very, very, very well laid out. So for the beginner, this is like going to school. You purchase this book, take your time to study it. It will behoove you to do so. There's a wealth of knowledge here. Whether it don't matter if you're a beginner or not, there's a wealth of information here. Different types of caulking. Silicone, you want 100% silicone. It's always the best, 100% silicone. I believe you can get it in, that's paintable as well. That's paintable right there. Okay. There's also a product on the market similar to silicone called Lexel. Lexel is more like, it's an adhesive, and it's clear, and it's paintable, and it's similar to silicone. All right, triple osmosis, very nice system. Yeah, I would say this is a book to buy. Into doing a trim and the process. Okay, giving you the details, explaining what's going on. Art of nailing trim. That's some very basic, important information right there. Very important information right there. Most books do not give you this information. They do not. If I was in the market to buy a book, I would be going home with this one today. Okay, this is your face frame on your cabinet. All right. They're routing it in place, routing the edges, detailing the edges. Yeah, the corners, yep. Crown molding. Okay, sometimes you want to build that first and then put it in place. Okay. Again, there's just a wealth of information in here. Most books don't give you all this, and that's why I have a problem with most books. But that's also why I say there are a few books that will give you the information needed. This gives you something to nail your crown molding into. You have nothing really to nail in here, no backing, and no real backing at the bottom. You always nail into your studs in the wall, and that's at 16 on center. So you can always nail here, and this way you can nail it at the top because you don't always have anything to nail in at the top. But remember, your trusses are 2 foot on center, and so every 2 feet you can get a nail in your crown molding, but you want them a little closer than that, so they give you this nailer back here to nail into. Okay, and here they're showing you how to lay that out for your crown molding. Like I say, this book is definitely worth purchasing. No, I'm not sure. What's he doing right here? See, you put it together first, see? Okay, that just simplifies the process of putting it in. So you assemble it to first take your measurements, make it, and then cut it, put it together, and then install it. Simplifies the process. And the corners come out pristine, nice and crisp. That way, no filling, no putty, no caulking, nothing. See, nice crisp joint. I like the crown. The pound molding is simply cut flat against the fence. Alright, she's just explaining to you the details here to really help you. This is, I would buy this book. I highly recommend this book. Okay, I highly recommend this book. Price of wood nowadays, that's an expensive setup now. There it is, your fireplace mantle. That's what they were building right there. Very nice. Although the top shelf could be wider. Here's the installation of it. There's your cleat on the wall that attaches your fireplace mantle to the wall. Alright, sometimes all you need to see is a picture. Finding the angles here. Okay, stairs, the stringers for the stairs. There's your stringer. Okay, that's your tread and risers. That's the layout for your stairs. Cabinets. Okay, here's the layout for your finding your rise and run for your staircase. Alright. This is what a lot of people don't know, and they're telling you here. And you measure from the floor to the top of your staircase up to the balcony or your first platform landing. All right. This is giving you the details right here. This is what most books leave out. All this information right here. All these measurements. All right. And there is a simpler way, but they're definitely giving you the information necessary to know how to do this. And if your math isn't that good, you have a friend that does very well in their math, they can help you figure this out. That's for sure. Very clear, very precise information here. Okay. Great information for staircases right there. For cutting your treads and your risers, knowing how many you're going to need depending on how far your second level is on your landing, or if there is no landing from the floor to your balcony, the second level. Okay, and there's how you lay it out, which gives you this as the end result. This is what you come out with. Okay, tread, riser, tread, riser, tread, and so on. Okay. Now they're moving on. Okay, now they're building like a bookcase. Well, that's a window opening. Okay. Okay, gets into making here. You can always pause your camera to read this, your phone. Alright. There's your pictures. I have videos on hanging hinges, hanging cabinet doors. Alright. No, you got to do it on purpose. Got to do it on purpose. And now look at this. All this information here. All right. The rails are the ones that go vertical. I'm sorry, the rails are everything running horizontal. Okay. Your rails run horizontal. Great information, unless you want to make your cabinet taller. If you're a tall person, then make your cabinets everything taller. If you're shorter and you want it custom to you, then make it shorter. Remember, you're in control of the length or the height of your cabinet when you're making it for yourself. Okay, very good information. And your stiles are vertical. Rails are horizontal and stiles are the vertical. Okay, there's your stile right there. There's your rail going across like a handrail. Stiles are vertical. Great information here. Toe kicks at the very, very bottom. Through your toe kicks, the cabinet. That's why it's called a toe kick. Pretty simple, go figure. You know why cupboards are called cupboards? They started out calling a cup board. It's where you put your cups was on a board. And they became cupboards. And then they put a door on them to keep the dust out. Called them cabinets. Pretty simple, huh? Okay, enough of that. Cutting your material, if you're making it yourself. Face frame complete. Your rails going across, rail going across, stiles going down. Okay, this is for your drawer. This is your drawer opening. This is your door opening. All right, so this is a rail, a stile. All right, a rail at the bottom. And the very bottom is your door kick. All right. And here they're just showing you about putting glue, pocket holes. All right, I have some videos showing you how to make pocket holes. Some very rudimentary pocket holes. All right. And when making your pocket hole, you want to make sure it's wide enough for your screw head. All right. Otherwise, the head of the screw gets caught in the groove and makes it hard and resist it. Keeps it from going in like you want it to. All right, there's the face frame going on the cabinet. There's the face frame on a completed cabinet here. Okay, again, we'll go over this one more time. Your stiles vertical, stiles vertical, stiles vertical. All right, now stiles vertical in the center. There's your rail going across the bottom there. Your rails for the door, for the drawers, rail across the top. All right, and your toe kick. All right, your toe kick is down here at the very, very bottom. nailing it together. Very, very good information. Okay, the reason for it, the pocket holes. There's a pocket hole jig they're showing you. Okay, there it is. That looks nice and it covers well. Excellent use and benefit. There you go. There it is. Very good juice. Shelving. You want 3/4 inch bar clamps for this. It won't flex.
Oh, really? Oh, there it is on the floor now.
Thank you.
Here's your corner and your joint. Yeah, I would highly recommend this book. You can also use a compass to scribe. Just a simple drawing compass to scribe. Put the needle side, the point side to the wall, and you bring it together what you need, and then you slide it along the wall to do the same thing.
We'll get a drink somewhere else.
And that's a artist or a drafter's compass. Okay.
Did you like it, Emily? Thank you.
Cherrywood is very nice and expensive.
Okay, let me get out of here. Yeah, we need water.
This is old school, everyone. Nothing like the old way. No way like the old way. Home improvement tips. Brought to you by Home Improvement Tips.
Have a good day, man.
There's your tendon being made. micrometer for getting exact width. This is old school. No way like the old way. This cabinet door. Okay, making his own cabinet doors. Showing you step by steps how to do this. The router blades necessary. That's what they look like in order to create your own, make your own cabinet doors. There's the router blades you need. This is pretty advanced information here. You can take a stick. This is pretty simple. This is what most people don't tell you. Glue on. like a Luan. You can also cut on the back side of plywood down about 2/3 of its thickness and cut it in about 1/2 inch slots all the way across. Will help it to bend. 1/2 inch slots, spacing, 1/2 inch spacing, 1/4 inch spacing, depending on how tight you need it to bend on the back side of your ply. You can also buy Luan and do this. You don't need that tool. Paintbrush and glue, stick and glue, your fingers and glue, a credit card, old credit card, anything to spread it with, a putty knife, Bondo, spreader. Just need to be able to spread your glue. There's a jig and there's the layers being glued up, okay? You belt sand the top when you're done. You go right over the top with the belt sander and you level it out. They don't have to be this close together. Your clamps do not have to be that close together. Everything is equally bent and flows and tight. Now you can use blocks, a wider block to spread out the clamp pressure, yes, most definitely. Take a damp rag and wipe the glue up with the damp rag as it's drying before it dries. Sometimes you have to let it set for several days. Most cases, 24 hours is enough. And sometimes you want to overbend just a little bit because it's going to spring back after you release it, depending on what you're doing. Will depend on if you need to over clamp. Bend it a little more than necessary so it springs back. It'll be where you want it. More information on tread and risers. You may not have a template. Palm router. A flush finish trim bit. Bearing. The bearing. And there's your, that's not a very clear picture, but they're trying to show you here. Yeah, not a clear picture. That's on a palm router. A handheld router, okay? There's what you've just made, landing for your starting tread there. Okay, not landing. Landing's at the top. Okay. That's your skirting right there. Tread your riser, tread your riser, tread the riser. Riser is your vertical section where your toe kicks. The toe kick could be your riser. Okay, this is really critical, getting that perfectly the same as the bottom tread. That's your starting tread. And they're putting it over the posts, the newels. Your starting post, newel posts. Next will come your balusters, and they're not spindles on a staircase. On a staircase, they're called balusters. Spindles go into chairs, baby cribs, things of that nature, but not on a staircase. On a staircase, proper terminology is our balusters. Okay, here's your balusters. These are not spindles. These are balusters, all right? They're often misunderstood. People don't know. But remember, balusters go on baby cribs and chairs and things of that nature, on furniture. Balusters go on a staircase. That's all the verticals that you would normally call spindles. Very nice. And this is a balut. This is a balut right here. That's called, that piece is called a balut. Okay. This is giving you some very important information here. And it's tricky to cut. And they even give you, this is a rail bolt. Okay. Now we're going to show you, they're showing you the details here. All right, look. They're showing you very important information here that a lot of they don't want you to know. Most books won't have this information. There's the balut. There's the part we're talking about. The balut. There's the balut. It's in bold. That's the balut. Okay, this is the rise comes from the nose of the tread. All right. The rake comes off the front of the nose at an angle. That's your rake height. This is the rise, and then this is it's telling you all right, this is the first tread, this is the second tread. There's your nosing, the overhang on that tread is the nosing right above. Okay, and that will give you your rail height to the top of the rail. All right, off the second tread, nosing. Nosing is what sticks out past your tread, as shown. To the top of the tread. That's the height of the rail. Very important information. In this balut, you put a you put a torpedo level on the top of your balut. In your torpedo level, you get this level across, and you get it lined up with your rail, and then you scribe your rail, and you cut your rail at that angle, and you cut your balut at that same angle. And that's what's not in here. You got to scribe this balut to the rail and cut it. That's what they're checking and looking at here. Okay. A lot of information. Like I say, there's a lot of information here. Here they are dealing with the balut. That looks like a template almost in this picture. Let's see. This is what I was just telling you about, where you get the balut level, you line it up with the rake rail, and then you scribe it to that angle, and then you cut it. This is explaining that process to you. Okay. And many times it's just a straight cut. Making a pattern.
I get it all the time. All right. You too now, got this. All right now.
You can use a jigsaw. You have to be very careful. Go very slow. Okay. I don't know about that. Let's see. I've never used or seen one of these. May be very useful. I've just never seen one. Okay, the wall rail. Bending it to the inside of the staircase wall. The newel is your starting post, okay? The newel is your starting post. They're talking about making your own, okay? Talking about making your own. Dialing in your hand cleaner. Walls and ceiling. Hanging drywall. These are nice to have, very nice. Very, very nice to have. The key is square.
Sorry, my hands. Thank you, I appreciate it. You gonna get my car for me? Yeah?
You're done. That's a nice drywall nailer.
I can't see you later. So what? I don't even do that. I wasn't even in
Just take a piece of plastic and put it over your drywall mud until for future use the plastic will keep it from drying out. Make sure it's completely covered. You can use a paint mixer. You don't need this big one. You can use a paint mixing tool that goes to your drill. You don't have to use this big one. And you give extra life to your joint compound when if it starts to thicken, add a little more water and mix. Okay, I'm going to quickly go through this. Drywall knife, these are good, both saws. Dremel. It's a Dremel. Or a rotozip. A rotozip. Drywall router is known as a rotozip. A rotozip is a drywall router. There's your roto zip for cutting your drywall. There's your roto zip blade. Or bit, I'm sorry, it's your roto zip bit. Okay. Okay. More of the staircase jigs set up. Okay. I have videos on patching drywall, home improvement tips, Thank you for being here. This is Home Improvement Tips, aka Easy 2 Tips and Tricks. I'm getting ready to close out. see. Book. Tile. Here's your vintage, or venting your sinks. Great information. Okay. Okay, we're painting, drop cloths, cleaning your gun, your filter. Alright, I highly recommend this book. Alright, I'm here at Barnes & Nobles. This is Easy 2 Tips. This is Ken with Home Improvement Tips, aka Easy 2 Tips and Tricks. Thank you for your time. If you ever have any questions, feel free to ask. There's one book I haven't got into. This book, I would definitely buy this book. And the price of this book is... how much is this book? Let's see. $19.95. I will probably buy this book today. This book's gonna go home with me. All right, now, quickly before I end. All right, we're gonna quickly thumb through this book right here. All right, quickly, we're going to thumb through it. Okay, floor plans, layout for your kitchen. Okay, this is probably another keeper for this kitchen, right? This may be a very decent book to purchase. Okay. Okay. Again, I'm just quickly, briefly going through this. I can't really say. This may be decent, may not be. Bathroom layouts. Hazmat suit. Okay, putting in your copper pipe. That's more of a professional tool. Okay. All right. We're going to have to call it a day. So this is Ken with Home Improvement Tips, aka Easy 2 Tips and Tricks. Thank you for being here, for your time. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. It's a win-win-win, and never give up, because there's always a way, always, like I say. If you don't know how, ask a friend, talk to a contractor, get a book, Google it, and you can do it. Bye for now. Never give up. God bless. Bye.